Joe, what's it mean to this team to be able to grit out a win like that when you go 2 for 18 from Honyard?
Yeah, I mean, it just shows that we're tough, we're gritty, we know how to win. Obviously, it wasn't the way that we wanted to, but in college basketball, Division I basketball, a win's a win, and we're proud of that. But at the same time, we do know that we got to play better, both ends of the floor. But a win's a win. We're happy to get out here. We want to win, and even though we played, not up subpar, I think we're feeling a lot better than we would have if we were walking out of here with a loss.
Next question from Dominic Dakota.
Yeah, hi Joe. I wanted to ask you about Quincy and his ability to go get the ball off the backboard on the offensive end, and what kind of spark that provides for you guys.
I mean, it's huge. He's a beast down there. We know and can count on him every game. To get double-digit rebounds and double-digit points. I mean, every time he gets it down low, it seems like he's going to make it. And that's why it helps us outside when we're shooting. We feel like we're confident that if it doesn't go in, a guy like him can go in there and get a rebound for us and put it up for 2. And even so, get some and ones, which is big for us. It's a big momentum thing, and just allows us to play freely and confidently.
Next up is Stephen Bailey.
Hey Joe, I know there's always going to be, from a team perspective, bad shooting nights here and there. Jim said you got to kind of find ways to work around it. You did just enough tonight, but I'm sure you guys wanted a little more offensively. What, broadly speaking, didn't go right? Is it just missing shots you guys want, or is there actions or different, things you would have rather had the team do to get better?
Yeah, I think it just goes to missing shots. I think that's all it comes down to. Other than that, there's other ways to win the game. We figured that out, and we started doing that. Like I said, Quincy was a beast down low. It helped a lot. Everybody on defense was working. I don't know what the final score ended up, but I think they were scored in the 50s or 60s, which is actually pretty good for us on defense. And, we feel confident that if we can keep and hold teams to around that range, that we'll always come out on top. So it was good for us to figure out another way to win other than shooting the ball well.
Next question is from Matthew Gutierrez.
Hey Joe, you today were really good defensively. I mean, the steals, how active you were, energized. I was curious if you could just walk us through a little bit defensively where you feel comfortable and confident, where you're doing from top of the zone.
Yeah, I mean, I was just playing, being active. The first few games wasn't doing that well, so just changing the mindset and making sure that you're going out there and playing defense no matter how your shots are falling or not. And, that's pretty much it's just a mindset thing and an energy thing, and that's what our coaches preach all the time, whether it's coming from Coach Boeheim or, for us guards from GMAC. It's just about there's always one thing you can control, and that's energy. I know it seems cliche, and, you hear that your whole life, but, if you actually listen to them and, are paying attention to what they say, it comes true.
Next question is from Mark Larson.
Hey Joe, they showed a graph during the game, and it lived up to it again. Now, where you guys are great shooting one game, and then the next game not very good at all. This kind of continues that trend. What do you attribute that to?
I don't know, just staying locked in, staying focused. It doesn't really faze us. We're just going out there trying to win games, and if we go for 50 from 3 but we win the game, we're still going home with a win. And people got to realize that. But at the same time, we're playing for ourselves, playing for our teammates, our coaches, the program, and just trying to get out each every game with a win. No matter, like I said, if we go for 50 or 50 for 50, win's a win.
Next question is from Andrew Crane.
Hey Joe, it looks like especially early in the first half, Northeastern was kind of relying a lot of the drives and kicks on offense, the drives from Tyson, and the kicks and the shots from guys like Coleman. What adjustments did you guys make to that offensive scheme, especially when they started hitting a couple, and then when Tyson left the game, what kind of impact did that have on you guys defending their offense?
Yeah, he's a great player. He knows how to get in the lane. He's pretty smart, and he's pretty quick and fast with the ball. So when he gets in there, he's always looking to kick it out, and we kind of knew that. And then when they started making shots, it hurt us a little bit. So we just adjusted, made sure our wings were getting out, and us at top were getting to the wings to bump those guys down to the corner because it seemed like they were sending 2 shooters to one side, which is a pretty good strategy. But if we move and are active, we can kind of get there. And then obviously, when he went out, it was just a big change. They didn't really have as much attacking in the lane as they probably would have liked or had when he was in there. So, but at the same time, we just had to adapt no matter who's in there, who we're playing against, and just play our game, play our zone, and just do what we do best.
We have 3 more questions for Joe. The first will be from Dan Tortora.
Joe, just what you can say about Kadari and trying to find his place on this team a few games in. What have you taken from him in the backcourt?
He's done a really good job. He's a freshman and he came in right away, ready to play. And he's helped us out a lot on defense, a lot, controlling the ball. He's pretty smart with it, so he does a lot of the things that we need, and he gets guys the ball where they need it. And like I said, on defense, he's pretty active. He's got really long arms, and he's done a good job there. So he's done a really good job for stepping in, helping us, get us breathers, and even so, just go out there and play him. So he's done a really good job. We're really, confident in what he can do, and he's going to help us a lot forward.
Our next question is from Danny Emmerman.
Hey Joe, Allen really struggled today. He was held scoreless. He had a few turnovers. Jim didn't really like what he saw out of him. What did you see out of him? What do you think he can learn from this?
Yeah, these games happen. You can't really think too much about it. We know Al. He's a really confident player, a really confident guy, and really upbeat and active kind of player. So we just kind of need him to get back to that, get back to being active, being all over the place, going in, getting offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, steals, all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, we could go for 50 and be able to win a game, and he's going to be a big part of that, whether he makes shots or not. And I think what coaches pretty much just means is that he wants Al to be active and just be a part of the game, whether it's scoring or just doing anything. And we know he'll get back to that, starting tomorrow at practice, which is good.
And our final question will be from Andrew Crane.
Joe, Jim said earlier in the season that you guys really aren't a pressing team. I think he used the phrase, you can't press a pair of pants, but you guys had a couple of disruptions on the press today. I guess, how are you guys kind of developing the press? Like, do you think you're a better pressing team now than you are earlier in the season? Did you guys kind of have to go into that midway through the second half, it seems like?
Yeah, it depends on who you're playing a lot, too, I think. And, with the scheme that we had in there, that's 3 guards, me, Girard, and Buddy were all in, and it actually worked to benefit. We were able to trap those guys a little bit, get some steals. Buddy had a good deflection and a steal. So I think it's just a lot about personnel. Obviously, we get better as the season goes on, whether that's anything, the press, the offense, the defense, anything. It just gets better as the year goes on. So we're just confident in that. But when coach tells us to go into the press, we know we can make some disruption. And thankfully we did that today, and I think it helped us in the end.